Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Emerald Coast. We have made it all the way into early summer, and we're just up here trying to take care of our cows this morning, and I have run out of total mixed rations. Got to mix up another batch. Now what makes this rather unique is the fact that we've run out of silage in the harvest stores, simply because we've used all of that down at the BGA, and we have run out of wrapped silage bales, well, of the individually wrapped silage bales, I should say. So we are now going to need to make use of our bale tubes, or bale sausages, if you will. What we're going to do is we are going to take and get our normal mix of 2 hay bales and 1 straw bale, and then we're going to run across the street over here, grab 3 bales. We're going to unwrap 3 bales and bring them back over here and put them into our mixer. And we're going to have to start using up those silage bales because we pretty much are out at this point. All the silage we've got are those 2 big sausages over across the street. And kind of low on straw too. We've got 27 straw bales and 27 hay bales, 26 and 25 at this point. Our cows have been going through little mixed rations. Jokers are crazy hungry. Yeah, I'm really glad that we do have such a large mixer. We'd spend all day mixing up mixed rations if we had a smaller mixer. Larger mixer really does help us save time. So let's run across the street. Bust open that silage. It's been cooking for quite a while now, so it should be all ready to go. Yesterday we went ahead and compacted the compost heap and covered that up. So hopefully that should be cooking. Also, we'll be able to get a little bit. We didn't have a lot of compost in there. I think we only had maybe 64,000 liters or so, but that'll help us out. And you may notice that our bank account balance is up quite a bit, and that is because, well, we had some time the other day and we basically went out and helped fertilize all of our neighbor fields. So they are now have at least a little bit of fertilizer on them. These bales should last us for quite a long time, even with needing to use up about 3 a day. 1, 2, take the wrapper off of 3 of those. I'm going to see if I can't maybe haul 3 back in one trip. Be able to do that. I can definitely do 2 in one trip. we had the other side available, we would definitely be able to do 3 bales. Okay. Have to make 2 trips. Not that big of a deal. Also got a bunch of wool to haul down to the dealer. Also sheared the rest of our sheep, and I think we have 11 more pallets of wool. Seems like just yesterday or the day before we were taking a flatbed load down there. This will pretty much do us for the year at that point. We won't have any more shearing to do till next spring. Go get that one more bale. Get these cows taken care of, and I'll come back with you once we're taking care of the wool. Alright, let's see how long it takes for us to get these, I think 11 wool pallets. How long it takes to get us these 11 pallets stacked up on this truck. Hopefully we can get all 11 on this truck. I want to only make 1 trip down to the dealer if I can make it. Just 1 trip. Thankfully we don't have that far to drive, but still. Do it in 1 trip, then we can do it in 1 trip. I have to try to figure out what to do with all of that manure. Seems like no matter what we do, we're going to have a huge pile of manure. Can't get rid of it quick enough. Was thinking that it was far too valuable to be putting out on the field as fertilizer, but seems like we have a near endless supply of it. So hoarding it for the purpose of making our pre-compost and then our eventual compost may be a little frivolous, given the frequency at which we can get it. Seems like the cows are going to be, well, doing the business, so to speak. And quite a lot of it. Four down, 7 to go. I think we can go 3 wide. Oh, we can. And if we're super careful, we can go 3 wide. Do that, we'll definitely get all 11 of these pallets on there. Take a second. Super careful, we can maybe sneak a second one on here. I know last time I loaded them, I snuck 2 sideways. So let's strap these down. Don't want to be ain't too big of a risk. Go. Let's see here. What kind of happenings have been going on here on the Emerald Coast? Trying to think if I've got any good gossip on the brothers or the daughter or the sister-in-laws. I don't think so. I don't think we have anything super scandalous going on. I do know that after we're all said and done here, gotta go over to the horse farm and help out Daryl. He wants us to see if we can't maybe put another layer of fertilizer down on his cotton field there behind the horse pasture. And I think he's got a barley field back there that somehow got missed in a earlier fertilizing pass. Asked if we can maybe take care of that for him. Be working out fairly well. Two more to go. And then once we get that taken care of, there's the matter of the hay fields. They're going to need a little bit of fertilizer spread over them. Also, I think they've taking their merry old time in coming back after the winter as far as growth goes, but they have grass fields that finally have taken off. Put one more coat of fertilizer down on those. We might have to invest in a manure spreader. Fence. Hope our truck can pull up out of this mud. The weight of these bales on them. There we go. We're going. We got her. We got her good now. Oh, we got our momentum. Guess I should have some flags on this load. Does look like we are hanging over the edge just a little bit. It'd be good on the right side, but on the left side we're hanging over. Come in. Oh, just OJ. OJ and his white Bronco. He seems to always drive with his flashers on nowadays. Get that gate shut. Alrighty. Park this, I guess, over here by the trailer. I guess this big scandalous thing would be the, of course, been fallout from the firehouse, the fire burn. That is that, well, Pharaoh's wife has not been overly happy about that whole incident at all. Doesn't feel that she's to blame at all for it. Just asking him to, come on, Daryl. Doing this. While we're waiting on that, let's check spreader. Bit dirty, but well, probably do a little bit of preventative maintenance on both of these. Take care of that once we get our fuel. While that's waiting to fill up, go check out the rest of the stuff. Got some lime around back. We could maybe use that on our poplar field. I'll have to ask him if he's got a intended use for that lime. If not, maybe we can come over here and grab it one day and put it down on our poplar field. See where he is with his herbicide. 2,100 liters of herbicide. And his fertilizer, well, he's completely out of the spray. We should run down and get him a load of that too at some point. Alright, well that is, just top it off to 3/4 of a tank. And that's where we'll call it. He can fill it up later on his own. That'll work. Right around 3/4 of a tank. Up here in front of our workshop. Can't get some maintenance done. Sprayer taken care of. Tractor taken care of. $4.6 tons of fertilizer. I think that should be enough to at least get the cotton field and the barley field done, and this small grass field down here. And if we need to top it off, we'll be down here close to town. Be able to top it off for a big grass field. Maybe I'll call Daryl up and see if he can't get that cotton, or that wool taken down there. Daryl, I am fertilizing his fields for him. He could at least take that cotton down there. Or wool. Why do I keep saying cotton? Cotton picking wool. Pretty nice field of soybeans there. That field there, that is, I know that's a field that we've been eyeing up. Maybe thinking about talking to the current farmer about that field. This is our cotton. Started to come up. Going good, yep. Down, let's shouldn't take too long to hammer this field out. We've got this field here and then that little barley field. That barley is just about done. I don't know if the fertilizing is going to be take any effect or not. And it is just about finished growing. I expect we're going to be harvesting that here in the coming weeks. As we move into mid-summer, our harvesting is going to start in earnest. I have a ton of barley to bring in, wheat or straw to bale up, straw to haul down to the pre-compost facility, bales to haul. Speaking of bales to haul, we've got Daryl told me he used the last of the hay bale that I brought down here for the horses the other day. I need to get him a bale of hay brought down here. Might see if I can't get that snuck down here this evening. Just like any old brother. Do stuff for him, it's expected. You forget to do something for him and he just never let it down. Ask him to do something for you and you know what, then it's like he's completely being put out. Like asking him to give up his big toe. You know, he was like that as a kid. Such a drama queen. I guess more appropriately, such a drama king. Guys, just a few more weeks before Christmas. Let me know. What do y'all think? Are y'all about ready for Christmas? You about ready for 2020? Holy cow. 20 years since the great Y2K scare. World is going to end. Nuclear missiles are going to launch because the computers are going to have some giant date bug. When it went over from 1999 to 2000. And thank goodness, none of that happened. Just went into a new year, and for the most part, nobody really gave much of a concern. That was 20 years ago. I think there was a fair bit of work to get to that point. But still, like lots of things, we just grab onto that fear and just will not let it go. Will they? So what are y'all looking forward to in 2020? The kind of person that does your New Year's resolutions? Have you kept New Year resolutions in the past? Have you given up on New Year resolutions? What's the longest you've been able to keep a New Year's resolution? Hey, I stopped making them. Video is going to come out on a Friday, and I think at that point we're down to what, 3 weeks till the end of the year. I know I have, at the time of recording this, I have 2 work weeks left in the year, and then we're going to be done for the year. We'll have about a week and a half, almost 2 full weeks off before we need to come back. Almost as long as Giants' holiday vacation. Oh my gosh, I don't know how long they have a vacation for, but it seems like they leave probably about a week before Christmas, and they might come back sometime in the middle of January. That's how it seems. Then as of December 8th, that's when I'm recording this. December 8th, the mods and testing thread says they have, what, 60 mods in like 5 days or 8 days pending testing. Need to be trying to really get that number mashed down probably before the holiday break. I gotta wonder, are they approving more mods than normal? Are they rejecting more mods than normal? Or are people just submitting less mods at this point as we come into the end of the year, with the understanding and expectation that that stuff that doesn't get released by the end of the year is probably not going to get released until late in January. Stuff not in queue at the end of the year is probably going to be a good 4 weeks behind come time they get back, if the submissions are still rolling in hot and heavy. Have just enough to make one pass down the middle. Then at that point, all of our fields are at 3 stages, other than the grass. Grass is currently at 2. All we need to do is put one more layer on it, and then it will be fully fertilized and ready to rock and roll. I think with such a late growth on that grass, we might only get one actual cut of it this year. So guys, with that, I'm going to leave it here. I want to thank you for coming out and watching the video. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of Emerald Coast? How are things progressing with the series as far as you're concerned? Are you playing the game? Are you playing the map, I should say? Or have you moved on to something else? If you've moved on to something else, what have you moved on to? And until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.